down to you. Bring it down to you, right? All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mike Herron's Podcast City. I am Mike Herron, a.k.a. the Hurricane, and we are here at 908 Purchase Street at the newly minted Last Round. This place has been a famous location for a long time in the entertainment world in New Bedford, formerly the Jukebox, formerly 908, but they've gone in another direction. They have done an unbelievable job here. If there is a better place to watch sports in the South Coast, please let me know, because I have yet to see one just yet. I'd like to welcome my main man, the QB, Ryan, to the left of me, and of course my man, James Capra Jr. on the wheels of steel on the side of me as well. We got lots going on here tonight. Free pizza, 50-cent wings. I mean, right now I can see at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 televisions, and I'm only seeing half. I got half a view of the place. The place is fantastic place here, and we're going to be here, ironically enough, again on Thursday night to do the Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks. So get used to us being here. I believe we got a 5-game contract with them, and we're excited to get out and spread our wings a little bit this way. Much more of a home game for us tonight here, as opposed to playing on the road on a Sunday morning at Foxway. And those stories certainly speak for themselves. Ryan, you're a diehard LSU fan. You got family that lived out there. I didn't know that. I thought I knew a bunch of family before I met you. I did not know that. You've been preaching LSU to me all year. It is rubbed off on me. I am a believer. If I could change my name to Herreno, E-A-U-X, I would. Okay, but it just don't sound right. But this year, even though Clemson has been the team that's been omnipresent, even though this could be their second national championship in 3 years, even though they are the undefeated contender, this year the story's been much more about LSU. We know they got the Heisman QB. Tell me why else everybody's talking about LSU. Is it because they're playing in the Superdome? Is it because they're in the SEC and they beat 7 teams in the top 20 this year? Tell me why Clemson feels slighted and everybody's talking about LSU.
Well, I think it's all those things. I think it really is a home game for these guys, which I think is huge. I know my cousins are at a bar right now, and they said it's $100 just to get into a bar to watch the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang,
they said it's nuts down there. I just think the NFL talent on LSU, you got 10 guys that are coming out right now.
Sure. But Clemson's got a lot of talent, too. My boy Buddy over there is looking at you, shaking his head, saying, whoa, hold on.
They do. I just think LSU.
No, but why are people? I'm not talking about why people talking about them, but why is it about Ed Duran and not Dabo Sweeney? Why is it about Joe Burrow and not Sunshine? Trevor Lawrence, okay, who's defending national champion, as a freshman. Why is it about New Orleans and Baton Rouge and the French addition to their names? And LSU just seems a lot more likable, a lot more marketable, but yet they're not the champs. It's kind of like it's backwards.
Yeah, it is. But they've taken the country by storm this year.
Sure.
They beat 7 top 25 teams.
Yeah.
They beat some of the best teams in the country.
Sure.
They
beat Alabama.
Yep.
Everybody beat Texas.
Everybody loves Ed Georgia. Everybody loves.
Yeah. That guy wakes up, I swear to God, I think he puts gravel in his cereal.
It sounds like it for sure.
I mean, you cannot make a more intimidating voice up for a football coach. My God. Imagine being in that guy's doghouse.
No.
Oh, no.
You would not want to be there, that's for sure.
And I've been in a lot of doghouses, believe me. Some big, some small. His I wouldn't want to be in. But I think this is kind of like almost like a spiritual athletic mission for LSU. 55 of their players on their roster live less than an hour from the Superdome.
That's unreal.
That is
That's
I mean,
unreal.
try to put that in context, folks. I mean, you cannot possibly make that up. Now, they say pressure makes diamonds, but also pressure paralyzes. Could this stage at the Superdome, okay, in their backyard with the pressure for tickets and the pressure with, the parties and all that, could that potentially get in the way for LSU? Or are they past that? Or are they too mature for that? I mean, they certainly look mature. They don't act like the Miami Hurricanes.
Nope.
Okay? They don't act like LSU teams of old. Okay? But, man, they're going home. This place is going to be 70% LSU fans at the minimum. Okay? Just to get into bars on Bourbon Street are $100. I mean, you got to be kidding me. I mean, this is
nuts.
something that it's in LSU and in most places in the SEC, but particularly LSU is bigger than just football.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, it's a religion that brings everybody together. I mean, families, young and old. It's just, I don't know. It is a phenomenon that has me fascinated. Okay, and it's just amazing to see how they have come to this moment, and it would be an absolute shame if they didn't finish the deal. But they got the undefeated champions looking to go back to back with the quarterback that's 6'6" and runs for 70+ yards on one play and runs by world-class athletes at middle back and D-back. I mean, the level of talent on this field is amazing. The level of coaching on this field is absolutely amazing. The level of pressure on this game is absolutely amazing. And I don't know about if it's you or me, but it just seems like more people are talking about this national championship game than any other.
Absolutely.
I believe it's been around since, buddy, the national championship game has been around for how long? Since 2014? Is that what you said? 2014. And I think this is the game, in my opinion, that is the most talked about. Is it Clemson bringing their back-to-back run, or is it the spiritual movement of LSU and Ed Geron and Joe Burrow, guys that nobody wanted, guys that have come and embraced that culture? I mean, I listened to Joe Burrow's Heisman Trophy speech today, and I was crying on my couch, dude. I was crying on my couch. And we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about a lot of things later. But this is the big one.
Yeah.
Okay? It is Burrow, Joe Burrow versus Sunshine, Trevor Lawrence. Sunshine is remember the Titans reference to their quarterback came in and led them to a championship. It's Joe Burrow versus Lawrence. It's LSU and its mission to get back to the Superdome versus Clemson and their undefeated season, looking for back-to-back national championships. It's Ed Geron versus Dabo Sweeney. It is all of that and a bag of chips. I'll tell you something right now. This, my friends, is going to be a game. Lots and lots of talent on the field, lots and lots of pressure, athletes for days. Las Vegas book predicting LSU was a 5-point favorite, and the over-under at 66, which has fallen from 73, I believe, which it's opened up. But so they're expecting a lot of touchdowns. They're expecting a lot of points to be scored, and it should be a good one. Two great quarterbacks, two explosive offenses. I think which team plays the best, I believe, wins the football game tonight. We're going to take a break. When we get back, we're going to bring Buddy and John up from, what's the name of your, the EK? You guys have such a cool millennial nickname, E2G Football. They are live from Mike Cameron's Podcast City. These guys do a great job as well. We're going to bring them in and talk about this game for a little bit. I am the Q. My man Ryan Walsh is the QB. I am Hurricane. My man James on a wheel of steel. We are at the last round, an amazing place. Give me some of the specials that they have. Give me some of this good stuff that they got right there. No, we don't win.
I got these.
What's up?
Monday nights, they do 50-cent chicken wings. Wednesday nights, buy one pizza, get one free. You can't beat it. You come down here, play a little trivia, eat a pizza, take one home with you. Thursday night, they got a $5 All-American burger. It's a half-pound burger, Mike.
Sure.
Same burger blend as Wahlburgers. It's outstanding. Every Friday, Tommy goes himself to the Restaurant Depot, picks up fresh fish. They do fish and chips for $7.
Yeah.
The Scallop King, Mark Rossi, pot owner in the place, brings in scallops every Friday for the weekend. You can't beat it. Saturday, they do 75-cent wings, $5 burgers, and they have a great game day menu on Sundays.
And we got free pizza tonight. The Pizza Bar, 50-cent wings. We are at the last round in New Bedford, 908 Purchase Street. It's Clemson. It is LSU. It is time to get it on for the national championship down in Cajun country in the Superdome. I'll tell you what. If LSU wins tonight, they better batten down our hatches just like a hurricane because it's going to get wild on Bourbon Street. We're going to take a break. We're going to be back with some friendly faces up on the stage with us. We'll be back in just a little bit. I am the Hurricane. We'll be back right after this.
Another summer has passed, and once again your dream of having a pool in your backyard has come and gone. Right now is the time to make sure it doesn't happen again. Call Apollo Pools and Spas now and lock your date in for the pool you have always wanted, for you, your family, and friends to enjoy. Don't wait another minute. Call Matt Collins at Apollo Pools and Spas at 508-923-7381. 508-923-7381. Apollo Pools and Spas is located on Route 44, Lakeville, Mass. In today's day and age, security isn't a luxury, it's a must. That's why it's time you call Total Security Technology. Whether you're protecting your house from a break-in or package poachers, or protecting your business from vandals or thieves, Total Security Technology will help prevent the crime from happening or catch the criminal in the act with their state-of-the-art security system. Call the area's foremost security expert, Scott Bazinet, at Total Security Technology for a consult. Call Scott at 401-297-7982. That's 401-297-7982. Quality counts at Highland Fence. Highland Fence has been keeping neighbors friendly and protecting your businesses for 31 years. That's 31 years of serving Southeastern Mass and Rhode Island. Whether it's residential or commercial, Highland Fence's reputation is second to none. Remember, quality counts at Highland Fence. Call Highland Fence at 508-678-4650. 508-678-4650.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the last round. I'll tell you what, I said it once, and I'll say it again. You will not find a better-looking sports bar, okay? A classier-looking joint. I mean, look at this. What I'm looking at. I see 15 TVs. I see a beautiful, clean bar. I see a nice, I mean, everything. Get down here and check the place out. They have food specials throughout the week. From the 50-cent wings to the pizza bar to this to that. They get a whole lot of stuff going on here. Fish and chips on the weekends. Come down here. There's always a food special. They always do a good job. Come down here, check it out. It's called The Last Round, 908 Purchase Street. Again, we'll be back here on Thursday night for the Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks. But we are here tonight for the national championship game. Is there a reason why you're grabbing my suit? You want to talk? You want to? This guy's crazy.
I
don't tackle me.
I don't want to knock it over. That's all.
Hey, it's all right. I told him never have water near the equipment. He wants to tackle me, buddy.
He's ready
But,
for
I mean, look
games.
at
He's ready all day.
I know he's psyched up, unbelievable.
He was running through the park covering kicks with nobody down there.
Was it?
Just on his own. He was a gunner on the punt team.
Yeah. Do not tackle me.
Suicide Squad, baby. No, I won't tackle anyone.
You
No
don't
pads
tackle,
on.
you
No
don't tackle
nothing.
anyone? Now, are those purple glasses because you're...
They are blue.
They look purple to me, bro.
They could.
Everything's purple
If
tonight.
if it looks purple to you, then they're purple.
They look kind of purple, don't
Because-
they, buddy?
I'm
Buddy.
pretty much colorblind, but
What-
I'm going to go with him.
what's
because
the point
that-
here?
That's very wise.
What's the point
he
here?
he was just about to kick me under the table.
No, I would punch him above the table.
Judgment-free zone. We've heard that.
So, is that for LSU? I mean, are you going GEAUX?
I have no dog in the fight. I just think it's going to be, and we talked about it last
Don't
week.
give me your prediction yet.
No. I won't. I won't predict it.
Yep.
Last week, Buddy and I talked on our E2G Sportscast at 11 a.m. every Friday. Shameless plug. That this is going to be one of those games, one of those moments where you're going to halfway through, you're going to say, "Wow, this is pretty special."
Really?
Like Pete Rose in Game 6 of the 1975 World Series. Just sit back and
What
say,
is so special about
it's
that?
going to be a great game.
What when he interfered with the I mean what's going on? You rooting for the Reds? Is that what you're telling me?
No. I'm making a comment to reference.
This
to-
guy, he loves to be the outsider. He loves to be the contrarian.
Wait, you don't
like
think
with all of the sporting events in the world that we've seen, including the 2004 Red Sox, the greatest comeback in history, you're going to come with some Pete Rose bullshit?
Because Pete Rose-
from 1975?
Pete Rose said that during the game. That's all I'm saying. This is going to be, let's segue to the game now. This is going to be one of those games, one of those moments where you're going to want to see it because it's going to be epic. It has
How about
all
Mickey
the-
Ward versus Turo Gotti? Let's be relevant. Let's be in the gym. Let's be in the generation. He's coming on Friday. You're a proven radio man. Instead, he goes to Pete Rose. And I think he likes it to remind us that he thinks he's smarter than us, buddy. What do you think?
He's a little older.
No.
He's not older than me.
This is
You-
not,
you older than me?
I'll be 59 this month.
You look good, brother. You
Thanks,
look
man.
good. Rock on. Rock on.
Any punchline to that comment? Come on.
No, there's no punchline. There's no punchline. No, I mean,
know what we're gonna
you will deliver enough for yourself. I have a feeling. Okay, listen to me. I broke this game to be about three things. Okay, we're going to start with you, buddy, in this. It is the quarterbacks, Burrow versus Lawrence. Burrow being a Heisman Trophy winner. Heisman Trophy winners usually don't fare well in this game. The amazing story coming from East Ohio and the poverty and how he ends up here. Okay? Much like his coach, Ed Geron, a guy who people kind of fell in and out of love with. Okay? That is found eternal greatness where football is much more than football, where it's a passion and a religion. Okay? And then we have the coaching battle, which I talked a little bit about just now. Dabo versus Geron. Okay? And then we have the intangible factor, which Clemson chasing an undefeated back-to-back national championship, and LSU on this magical spiritual season, which 55 of their players live between an hour and a half of the Superdome. Okay? Out of the three things that I've talked about, okay, what do you think will be the prevailing issue when this football game is done?
How about we're going to just call this, right now we're just going to call this Burrow Lawrence 1.
Really?
Okay? Because we are going to see this in the pros. These are the next two number one picks overall in the draft. And if they end up in same division, same conference, even opposite conferences, they're the type of guys who can galvanize a team and get them to the promised land. We saw what they're able to do here. Joe Burrow was a fourth-round pick coming into this year.
Sure.
What he's done, over 40 touchdown passes, spreading the ball out to his receivers, his tight end.
They
good
often
running
reference him with Tom Brady, right? And his ability to make the right play, find the right guy open, make the right read. And to be honest with you, I see a little bit of it.
Yeah, I saw
I'm
it in the
I'm
Alabama
not ready
game.
to crown him as Tom Brady,
Nope.
but I see a little bit of Brady and Burrow. What drives me crazy is the freak that is Trevor Lawrence. I knew he was the real deal. I knew he was going to be the first pick. When I saw him run 70 yards and run away from a linebacker and break his ankles and then sprint to the corner of the end zone against world-class speed?
Of Ohio State, yeah.
Ohio State. Okay, we're not talking about Ohio University or Kent State. We're talking about the Ohio State University. Run away from them defenders. I was like, wow, that white boy can fly.
Yep, and he can run, and it's an element. Burrow kind of has that Brady thing where he's not going to really run, but he's going to be elusive in the pocket. He's going to feel the rush. His natural feel for the rush is uncanny. I mean, you can't touch it. And what he did in Alabama, that became a one-score game, 102,000 people on their feet, and he didn't drive for one, but 2 touchdowns against Alabama, in Alabama, to put them away. And that just shows stones to me. That isn't something you teach. That's something you have. Sure. And he definitely has that.
Well, let me ask you a question. How the hell did everybody else miss it?
How did Ohio State miss it?
How did Ohio State miss it? How did Texas? It came from Texas, correct?
No, Ohio State.
He was a backup at Ohio State?
Backup at Ohio State.
Wow, yeah, okay.
So Justin Fields is standing
How does everybody miss it?
I just don't think he fit into their system. They run the spread gun, the read option, and he's not a running quarterback. I mean, I don't think they adjusted their system at all to what he could do. I think
and they brought
won.
in Joe Brady.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that not people, or we haven't. talked
Isn't
about
it
is Joe
crazy?
Brady.
Fields is in Georgia, doesn't get the burn because the kid in Georgia is a little older than him. He goes to Ohio State, Burrow leaves. It's an amazing game it's like a crossword. It's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Yeah.
It's insane.
You got the other kid, Eason, who was at Georgia,
Went to Washington.
and went to Washington and played well this
And
year.
he's declared he's
Yeah.
like a top 7 prospective
Yeah.
quarterback.
I'll tell you what. They must be cheating their ass off in Georgia or hooking up them with them Georgia Bells or something
You know,
because
they
they
get
got some
the bag.
talent
Yeah.
being recruited. Now between the hedges, that's for sure. So you're talking about the first of many great ones
Between these two.
between. So this is Patrick Ewing, Michael Jordan.
They met in college.
They did meet in college, national championship game.
Let's see what it's like later on
Yeah.
in the pros. Maybe it's 5 or 6 years before this happens, and maybe one of them signs a contract somewhere else, but they're probably going to be franchised. But these are the type of guys you build around. This is what you build your program around. And we were just saying, Joe Brady, what Joe Brady's done as an offensive coordinator, the Panthers are trying to bring him in after
LSU
this national.
just re-signed him.
So, and I was just going to say,
He can leave for
he's
the
staying.
NFL or for a head coaching job in
All
college.
right, let me ask John this. Great point. Why does LSU wait so long to get with the times? Why did they wait this year to say, okay, we got more NFL players per capita than any state in the country, okay? We got talent on our back steps. Reminds me of Howard Schellenberger coloring in the state of Miami with Dade and Broward County, okay, and to build them first Hurricane teams, okay? Why did it take him this long to play the football game the way people want to play it?
It's just a matter of getting everything in place.
Yeah.
But they have unlimited resources.
I agree with you, but you hit and miss on some things like you were just talking about. I mean, it's not a rocket science. Things work out, things don't. I mean, you see.
No, but they made a mission for Ed Geron to keep his job, okay? For them, they were told that they needed to put in an offense which wasn't 3 yards in a cloud of dust. They were told that they had to play that way. They went out and got somebody. They found themselves the right quarterback to do it. But they were going to play this way anyway. This was a school philosophical commitment to play fast offensively, which they haven't done in a long time. I just want to know why it takes them that long. Because I remember watching LSU getting beat 9-12 and 16-9 and being like, man, I mean, this is the best they got. You got to remember, folks, when you talk about Alabama and LSU and Texas A&M and Michigan, Ohio State, and you're talking about endless resources that they have. I think they could have done this quicker.
Yeah, they've gone from the Fournette offense, pretty much is what they were for years, was
3 yards in a
they
cloud
have
of
a
dust.
250-pound running back that they're going to pound into the line 3 times, and if not, they'll punt and they'll play defense. That's pretty much what the philosophy was, and it's not that way
And it's a
anymore.
change in philosophy, a change in dynamic, and a change in procedure, and what you're going to do, and what you're going to look for, and how you're going to get these people in. galvanize them, put them in the right places to succeed.
Sure.
And granted, it's taken a while, but it's paying off now.
Yeah, because it's the first year.
Right.
I could see playing this way in Minnesota. I could see playing this way at Wisconsin or Nebraska. But with all them athletes around you in Baton Rouge and New Orleans and the state of Louisiana and Texas being to the left of you and Florida and Georgia being to the right of you, I mean, go with what you got. And they have this year, and it's worked. Listen, I don't think anybody thought that they'd put the kind of numbers offensively up that they've put up.
No, they brought Sean Payton in to teach them the offensive system that they run, and Sean Payton gave them Joe Brady pretty much. He allowed them to take Joe Brady. Joe Brady was with the Saints.
Really?
Yeah, and Sean Payton went over there to teach him the system. He brought Joe Brady with him, and he told him, you need this guy. This is the guy you need to run this system.
Sure.
And that's what they did. They brought in Joe Brady,
And
their
outside source.
offense has been lights out.
Yeah, and football more than sports is a copycat way of life, the pro sports, okay? Now look at the SEC. Who do they got in Mississippi now? They got Crazy Lane Kiffin, okay, who's going to throw the ball all over the place. And Mike Leach now at Mississippi State, coming from Washington State, who was like the grandfather of the spread offense and doing what he's done. So looks like they'll be slinging that picks in for sure. John, let me ask you something like this, okay? You guys do an amazing job with us. I talked about 3 things that really jump off the page at me, okay? The quarterback battle, the head coaching battle, and the mission of the 2 teams and that they've been on. Clemson kind of underachieves early, okay? Then they find a stride. They go on like a 40 game. The last 5-6 games, they won by over 40 points up until the Ohio State game. LSU's just been knocking people down one after the other. Bang, bang, bang. 7 top 20 teams go down to LSU. It's like a spiritual Walt Disney mission with Duran and Burroughs and the 55 players living so close to Clemson being, the bully on the block now who wants to cement itself. Says, hey, listen, you don't have to be in the ACC to win. We smacked Alabama in the mouth twice. We're going to smack LSU too. Okay? What is the prevailing story out of all those 3 storylines I laid out?
The story that I like is Dabo Swinney.
Yeah, talk about it.
Because Clemson, as good as they are and as good as they've been, penalized because they had played a close game against Ryan's North Carolina Tar Heels.
Yeah.
But I think this plays really well into the hands of Dabo Swinney because with all the success they have, they can rally around this point.
They do.
No respect.
Yeah.
No respect.
And Sweeney said, he goes, I get the easiest job. Hold on a second, Johnny. Sweeney says, I get the easiest job in the world. I don't got to motivate my kids. I just tell them to watch Sports Center. And let's face it, all these kids are watching Sports Center, and Clemson has been disrespected all year.
And now now you can call it a road game in New Orleans that they're playing based on where the players are from.
Oh, it's going to be a road game.
I think this plays really well into Sweeney's hands, and that team is going to come up fired up tonight. And
well, they better because it'll be 50,000 crazed, lunatic, raging Cajuns.
Man,
you ever hear Paul Feinbaum and Tim Tebow talk about the LSU fans? How they're at an entirely different.
Sure.
He says, Auburn is the most difficult place to play, Tebow said. He said, but the LSU fans are the craziest and most passionate, without question. And so, I mean, it's a road game for them, man. I don't care. All those corporate tickets are going to go to people from LSU. Shaq's grabbing 100 of them from Geico. I mean, what is the split for tickets? I mean, how many?
I don't know how they do it.
I know that it's 50-50 with the teams, but how many are left over? That's when you're going to see the local pressure, the people coming in, the money people from Louisiana coming in and doing this. Very interesting story about a former governor, Huey Long, and how important he thought LSU football was to the image of their state and the success of their state. Have you ever seen anything about that? No. Have you watched the 100 years in the SEC or whatever it is? No. They've been doing it. It's a great story. We'll talk about that if we get a little time towards the back end. But this is much more than football in Louisiana. It is much more. And the Herons are from Alabama. So it's roll tide in my house ever since I've been a kid.
Right.
So I wasn't raised in that culture, but my father's family was. And it had an effect on him, too. But it's a good one today. Ryan, You just made a great point. All right, out of the three things I mentioned, what is the prevailing issue story of the day?
I think it's Joe Brady, the coach. I know we've talked about Dabo Sweeney and we've talked about Ed Orgeron, but I really think it's Joe Brady and his ability to rejuvenate the offense, to completely change the offense, to give Joe Burrow the skills and the tools that he needs to succeed. This kid doesn't make mistakes. If you
So it's about Joe Burrow to you. Tonight's about Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow and Brady. I think it's about those two.
Both,
Because,
sure.
I mean, Joe Burrow, Brady's and Joe Burrow's here all game long. He's telling them, like I said, the kid doesn't make mistakes. If you slip on a play, if you pass a guy off and your other guy's there, he's hitting them. Every single time you see it, time and time again. What do you have, 7 touchdowns in the first half 2 weeks ago? 7. I mean, I don't think he missed a pass. I'm
going to throw a name at you before we take a break, okay? Freddie Brown. Anybody remember significance of Freddie Brown in a national championship game?
No.
Doesn't have to be football.
I know you mean, yeah. Georgetown.
The Georgetown guard who, because of the pressure, inexplicably handed the ball to James Worthy for no reason and lost his team a national championship, essentially.
Right.
The great picture of John Thompson cuddling him after the game. And I get there on a circuitous route to this. Does the pressure of the moment affect anybody or any team in this game? Buddy, to you.
I think it would Clemson, not as much as LSU because they've been in the championship. They've been in this moment, and this would be 3 out of 4 for them.
Right.
And they have a quarterback who won last year as a freshman, and guys like T. Higgins and Muse and Isaiah Simmons who have won championships.
But let me tell you something. You talk to Magic Johnson, you talk to Larry, but I can tell you about winning state championships on a high school level. Winning the second one, even if you're better, is 10 times more difficult.
Because you have a
Because he's the hunter. Because we're always the hunted. But I'm telling you, but there are many, many, many dynamics. And going undefeated and doing it is also unbelievably tough. But you think that Clemson has the pressure on them?
No, I don't think Clemson. I'm saying Clemson has the less pressure. Sure. I think it's the new kid on the block. It's LSU. Because they got to look across the field to the team, and maybe they're going to look over and go, wow, that guy recruited me, almost had me going at Clemson. And you know what? He won a couple of championships, and he knows what he's doing. What am I up against? And that kind of can maybe give you a little – I'm telling you, it'll give you a little negativity.
And if that
These schools
creeps in,
recruit you're already down 7-0 on the
So
score.
you think they're mad they didn't get recruited to Clemson?
No, he's talking about experience.
I know, no. Buddy, those guys, it ain't getting that deep. They're looking across their sign saying, if you didn't recruit me, I'm going to rip your head off because I think that I'm better.
The top 5 schools that recruit everybody, these are 2 of them.
Sure, so that's why I have a difficult time buying that. That's why we do talk radio, brother.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
I think the pressure affects LSU, if it affects anybody, because of being at home, having the pressure dealing with family, tickets, 55 guys playing in their backyard. It's been more of a spiritual mission for them. I think it's a football mission for Clemson. I think it's a little more important for LSU. I think if there's pressure, I agree with Buddy, but for entirely different reasons. Ryan, what's up?
I would say the pressure's more on Clemson. I think LSU, I think Ed Orgeron has done a good job of keeping this a regular week of practice.
Yeah.
They said that was a big thing. Same meals that they always eat, same practice time, same meeting time. Nothing has changed for them. I think Clemson, being the underdog, has more to prove tonight. I think LSU just comes out and plays their game. I really do. I think they come out, Joe Burrow plays his game on offense. The defense is lights out. They are studs. And I think more pressure is on Clemson for them to prove that they're better than LSU. I really do.
I just disagree with you because they're the champion. Nope. No. They're the champion. Yeah. They're going to walk in there as the champion. They've had the experience. Even they talk about the Super Bowl. One of the biggest things the Patriots.
They were LSU last year, buddy.
What was one of the things that the Patriots talk about with the Super Bowl?
Being there before the routine.
That 45 minutes rather than 15 minutes before the game because there's entertainment and you know how to space your time and you know how to get your rub down and you know how to get into team prayer. And they've been there for this before. Routine. It's a ritual. They've been there.
Longer half times. Things are different in the championship game.
Team prayer for the Patriots. I'm not talking about Dabo.
No, I'm talking about for college.
Oh, yeah. No.
Dabo, big
And,
time.
without these guys, they will.
Things have changed because of the event, the whole structure of the game, the
Yeah.
pregame, the postgame,
Sure.
in
Yeah, no,
between
it's bigger,
halftime.
yeah.
So it's a little different. And minutes can mean, seconds can mean minutes, and that can make a difference in a team's preparation. Clemson's done it before. A little advantage there, I think.
Hundreds of $1 million.
Don't you think they dealt with this last week? Or 2 weeks ago when they played? Same amount of entertainment
bit, but
factor. It's got to be close.
It's
A little different, though, with the
It was
net.
4 hours in between game. There wasn't as much. I don't think for I'm just telling you these
No,
are the
listen, I
little
know.
elements
Yeah.
that they talk about affecting
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
I don't
I tell you though, we try to guarantee the best as we can. We're gonna find out who's right and who's wrong.
Yep.
In a little bit.
Yep.
But there's things to consider. I think the Sweeney Brett Venerable combination, having been there before, having shut down other SEC juggernauts, I think that's a factor that can go the way of Clemson. I think they're a more experienced coaching staff in games like this one. Will the underdog get the champion, or will the champion remain the champion? I'm not sure. They'll probably determine late in the game. Speaking of late, we are at the last round in New Bedford, 908 Purchase Street. Come down and join us. Free pizza bar. We got it all popping down here tonight. All kinds of food specials. We got $5 burgers on Wednesdays. Is that right?
BOGO pizzas on Wednesdays, $5 burgers on Thursdays.
$5 burgers on Thursdays.
Fresh fish and chips on Friday.
Fresh fish and chips and scallops on Friday, Saturday. It's on and popping the 908 Sports Up Lounge. A absolutely beautiful place. Come down here to check it out. Nice job, everybody. Good job.
Life around here can be hard. Money's tight, unemployment's high, and sometimes opportunity seems too far away. You work hard and often. At times, you might not have the time or the energy to fight. The insurance companies in corporate America have endless resources and their pockets are full, and they don't fight fair. That's why when it comes to your legal matters, you need someone who's fought them and won over and over again. Someone who's going to take it personally, not get intimidated, not get bullied or pushed around for an early or unjust settlement. My record is proven. The results are clear. Let me and my firm fight for you when you need it most.
At Excel Recycling, we want to turn your trash into cash today. That's right, cash money immediately for your old appliances, old automobiles, metal wire and scrap salvage. Excel has 3 locations in the South Coast. 17 Hill Road in New Bedford, 37 Charlotte White Road in Westport, and 15 Rich Hill Road in Arizona. Nobody will pay you more than Excel. At Excel Recycling, we'll turn your trash into cash. Come see us again at 17 Hill Road in New Bedford, 37 Charlotte White Road in Westport, and 15 Rich Hill Road in Arizona.
KB Glass Company can cover all your needs. Commercial, residential, storefronts, glass replacements, custom showers, and mirrors. Whether it's for your business or your home, KB Glass is your one-stop shop for all your glass needs. Call KB Glass at 508-677-7179 or 401-639-2716.
He's on skates. Is Ryan coming in?
Welcome back to the last round, 908 Purchase Streets in New Bedford. The secret city, but there are no secrets tonight. We are spilling them all.
School.
I want to know at this table, who's going to put their money where their mouth is and bet with their prediction, like I am going to do?
I'm not betting. Nope. Never bet on football.
Yeah, I'm not a gambler.
No.
Yeah,
I got a
that's all.
dinner out of 24-0 yesterday, though. I told him that yesterday. Down 24-0,
Yeah.
I bet a friend that they'd come back at dinner. So I got a dinner out of
Buddy, buddy, let me tell you something. I love you, but
boys.
I wouldn't want to buy you dinner.
No.
I would not want to buy you dinner. I think it's much safer at the casino. Okay, John?
Buffets. Yeah, I was worried about my Chiefs too yesterday, but they can't pull it
Oh,
off.
they're your Chiefs now. How many teams have you had all season?
All right, listen to me.
Around. Tell me.
I told you my age, right?
Yeah,
59 this month.
sure.
49 of those years,
Yeah.
I have been a fan of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, bro. I have a good friend.
Back
that's a fan.
when they weren't even fans of the Patriots around here.
I hear
So
you. We got
I
it.
didn't
We
just
got
hop
it.
on a bandwagon.
So you're Norm's, Norm, who was the coach that won it with them? Norm
Hank Stram.
Stram
My,
and
my all-time, my boyhood idol was the guy, a middle linebacker,
Yeah.
number 63,
Yeah.
Willie Lanier.
okay, that's right.
So,
Did he have a nickname, Freight Train?
yeah.
All right,
Willie
all right.
Lanier,
I'm sorry,
the
I
honey bear.
struck a nerve
No,
there.
but I get that question a lot. Oh, you jumping on a bandwagon? Would you jump on when Joe Montana was here? No, I did not. I've been a fan all my life. So, anyway, we'll segue.
Has
You sat through the Trent Green.
I died on that hill. I died on that hill. Welcome back to the last round. We're doing a big here. Free pizza, 50-cent wings. We got Pooley going on to the left of me, man. We got all kinds of stuff happening. I see 15 TVs. I don't know how many there are in the building, but that's what I see with these blinding lights in front of me. We're going to go till about 10 to 15 minutes before the game, right? I don't want to get to predictions yet, okay? Hundreds of millions of dollars ESPN spends to carry this playoff. It is amazing the money that is generated by this football game. Okay? Are these football players amateurs? I mean, you know.
Amateur-
Please don't talk to me about going to class. Because these
No,
guys
no,
haven't been
no.
to class. Have they been to class for a month?
They're amateurs
They know
only
where the
because they're in
stadium is
college and
if
playing
it's
for a
on
college team.
campus. If it's on campus, they've seen the campus.
Exactly. Right.
That's
So-
about it.
Right. It's like when you're a rookie, by the end of the season, you're not a rookie anymore. These guys are not amateurs anymore.
What do you think Trevor Lawrence would look like in a philosophy class? Like sleeping in the back
be
with
great,
his
wouldn't
hair
it?
over his eyes?
Wouldn't it?
Sunshine, as he calls him.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna flunk Sunshine Trevor Lawrence. Boy, let me tell you something right now. Don't you even think about it. You ain't tenured yet. You ain't tenured. You know you were messing with hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Is the monster that it is. Is it too much? People talk about athletes. Oh, they get a free scholarship. They get enough. Oh, they do this. They get enough. Okay, the kid who gets a free scholarship because he's a master in electronics doesn't get booed by 85,000 people if he scores a C- on a test. The dynamic is much different.
They're also not selling that guy's T-shirts.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
They earn big dollars. Nick Saban on the set, and I'm a little disappointed he doesn't have his red blazer on.
I know.
Is that a purple blazer for LSU, or was that
got
his
the
Geico?
LSU.
Have you seen his commercial yet?
Yeah, I have. That is the. He's got the LSU blue on, I believe.
Here he is, number 16. All right, let's put it out there. Who plays better today, Burrow or Lawrence? Let's start with Buddy. Who plays better?
I am going to go with Joe Burrow playing better because I think ETN is going to have a bigger name than the running back from LSU. I think he'll be more in the game plan, and they'll be trying to slow down that LSU offense.
Etienne grew up right around the Superdome, too. He's from Louisiana.
Yeah, so there's the recruiting that they do in Louisiana. They got one out of there, and it's a quality one. Can you imagine ETN in there? With that group that they have on offense, Jefferson and all those guys, that's crazy.
Why is the football culture so huge? I think there's a sports culture in Louisiana. Okay, I believe that. From the guys from Duck Dynasty, their lineage, to the fandom down there, to all the professional athletes that come from down there.
Is that a question you can only answer if you've lived in the culture?
I don't know. I don't know. Has there been anybody talking about it? I mean, is
Way of
anybody?
life down
Right.
So kids grow up at a very young age playing sports. The high school games, you have 20,000 people at. I mean, you go to a high school game around here, you got 500 people at a game. It's a way of life down there. And I think kids down there, they play sports year-round. We're up here, the wintertime, kids on outside. These kids year-round, it's a proving ground. In the neighborhood, you want to be the fastest.
Athletes aren't poor cultures and places where you grow up more inclined to produce better athletes. I mean, we know that from history, don't we?
Like the inner city sort of athlete?
Like I think that poorer backgrounds, I think, are better training grounds and breeding grounds for athletes. I think poor kids tend to play sports more. At its very core, it's very root. I mean, yeah, you know, I mean, look at boxers. I mean, how many are from the Hamptons? You know, I mean, you know, that's, you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why Louisiana has more NFL players per capita than anybody else. Why are there 55 guys that are worthy of Division I scholarships from a small state like that?
An hour and a half outside the stadium.
Okay, and time out. We just talked about at the end. Let's not talk about the ones that they didn't get.
Yeah.
How many guys from Louisiana doing big things all over the country?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's just an amazing culture down there. But you like Joe Burrow to play. I'll play Sunshine.
I do tonight. I do.
Buddy, we're going to agree. And this may be a divorce from us because we don't want to agree too much.
Yeah,
but
I got you, brother.
I hear you, but I'm going Burrow too, man.
Yeah, and I think
I think the
a big
cerebral
part of
quarterback.
the game plan with your guy Joe Brady.
I like Burrow to break that Heisman stigma of guys choking the national championship game. I look for him to have one more game of magic left. I think there may be a hill. There may be one last hill that LSU has to climb. They may get down early. They may have some turnovers. There may be some bad breaks. But I fully anticipate, okay? I fully anticipate them doing that and then them positioning themselves to win this football game. If they have enough energy to handle adversity during this game, if they can, like a Kansas City Chiefs did, or like Clemson did against Ohio State, and find a way to stay in the game when they're getting outplayed, if they have the wherewithal to handle some adversity in the game and don't get overwhelmed by the pressure, I think it's going to be a long night for Clemson. I'm not just predicting, you know, LSU to win. I think LSU is going to win by 20-plus points. And call me crazy. I've been called worse before. And I think Joe Burrow is going to be the guy that's going to make it happen. John?
I like Burrow as well. I think they're a better talented team, LSU, than Clemson. Although I pointed out, you know, Sweeney is the factor, the coaching factor. They ball Sweeney as maybe the difference maker. But the more talented team is LSU. I think it's Burrow's moment. I don't think it's going to be what you say is a blowout. I think it's going to be close. Going to go down to a late mistake, maybe by a Lawrence. But I think Trevor Lawrence loses his first game as a starter at Clemson. I like it in a close game, though. I have to disagree with you on the blowout.
Just another element I want to throw out there. Just another element I want to throw out there. We know it's Burrow's last game. There's rumors that this could be Lawrence's last game, and he sits out next year for the draft. There's rumors.
There are rumors.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Players play.
That's it. Yep.
Okay? Players play. When in motion, keep the object in motion. Ask Lamar Jackson about that. Okay? You don't want to shut this machine off.
No.
You want him doing the same stuff he did for the last 3 years. You don't want that. Play is play. I think that'd be gross.
That should be the case, but I'm not the family, and I'm not the one making the
There's
decision
stuff floating out there
for the
in regards
future.
to that.
But as far as that being floated out there, I think it would suck, personally.
There's one thing that I have to say. You don't have to be a college football fan to watch this game tonight. If you're an average football fan, you know, it's a college football fan. College football is not as big up here as it is the Deep South, West, Texas, wherever. Watch the game tonight. If you like football, it's going to be entertaining in that respect only. So it's not college, like you were talking about earlier, Michael. They're not amateurs anymore.
No, I think this will be the most watched national championship game in the history. I mean, I don't even think it's close. I just think the press coverage, the LSU phenomenon that we've seen this year. You hear people talking about LSU that have never talked about LSU in their whole life, and they're enamored with them this year, with Ed Orgeron, with Joe Burrow, the whole story. All the guys close, live right in the area. I think Joe Burrow's huge tonight. I think he plays lights out and he finishes off his career at LSU. He will be. I don't think he'll ever buy another beer in the state of Louisiana in his life if he wins this national championship. He won't.
Beers. People be giving them their daughters and their wives.
You ain't lying.
I'm telling you that right now. Believe me. If you're one of Joe Burrow's boys, don't be afraid to pick up the trash at the end of the line, because that's going to look good, especially if he wins tonight.
Yeah, no, and the other aspect of this is there's a good defensive coordinator on the Clemson side. And it switched. Last year, it was the front four. And there were 5 guys who were drafted from that defensive line.
Yeah.
And now the power has shifted to the back 7. The Isaiah Simmons, the Muse, the guys like that in the secondary. Nolan Turner at safety. Those are the guys who are making the plays now, whereas it was the line getting pressure, enforcing pressure throws. Now it's the coverage that's kind of winning and making the pressure better. So let's see how that goes with the game plan.
Lots to talk about. When does the analysis of paralysis end? Let me ask you a question. How much do the kids watch the analysis of this game? How much do they watch the talking heads on ESPN and on the internet sites and everywhere else? Does it play a factor, do you think? Does it play a factor, John?
Boy, you got to think it does at some point, unless you shut
Kids
yourself
watch.
off from social media and everything
Pros
else.
watch too, but I think kids watch more.
Right, they read the papers. You say, but they watch. I agree with you. Kids watch because they're on social media. You're gonna have to really lock yourself into a closet and not come out in order to not read any clippings, your own or those.
There are two
team.
trains of thought. Do you want to lock yourself in a closet, or do you want to feel it? I want to feel it.
Different things motivate different players too.
Sure.
So.
But if you're the coach, what are you doing?
If you're the coach.
Yeah. Are you staying in New Orleans? Are you 2 hours outside the city? Are you restricted media access? Villanova basketball, you got to give your phone up 24 hours before the next game. And and if you're playing at home, you're not even sleeping on campus. You're in a hotel room.
And things are working out well at Villanova, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But is that what you want to be, though?
Huh?
Is that what you want to be? I mean, what all about these spiritualists that tell us the treasure is in the journey, John?
Mike, they may not want to be there when they come and when they're recruited, but it's up to the coach and the staff to make sure that he puts them in the place that they want to be to succeed.
They don't want to be in a hotel room isolated without their cell phones. They want to be on Bourbon Street.
But if they want to succeed and he gets his kids believing in that, then they're going to follow him there. Different than the pros, because they are still kids.
Yeah.
So they're influential to an extent.
The Miami Hurricanes were known to violate a curfew or two.
You think?
I think LSU does the same thing they've done all year. Whether it's taking the cell phones away, they have the same routine that they've used all year long. And if you've noticed, there's been 2 completely different avenues of social media that LSU has used and Clemson has used. LSU's out there like crazy. They're playing all the videos.
Yeah. That hype for you, Sebby, was bananas.
Yes, it is. And Clemson is the opposite. They're reserved. It's very limited. It's not out there like that.
Sure.
I think it's the two attitudes of the team. Exactly. I think they keep it how they've had it all year long. I don't see them changing because it's a national championship. I think maybe curfew, some small things like that, they'll adjust because of where they are. They're at home. But I don't think it's a big adjustment.
A hotel way out of the way.
Let me ask you another question, okay? Are the Alabama fans and the Auburn fans and the Georgia fans and the Mississippi State fans, are they rooting for LSU?
I think the SEC teams are rooting for LSU. Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yeah. Well, not only that, you'd rather have lost to a national champion.
Durfee wasn't rooting for New Bedford back in the day. No. So really, you think they root for another? I do too. I think the brand is becoming a unifying force. It was in this game where LSU won, people started cheering SEC, right?
Yeah.
SEC. It's going to be a good one, I'll tell you what. No question. We're going to take a break. We're going to be back. We're at the last round. Come check us out. Free pizza, 50-cent wings, the game on. We're back here on Thursday night for the Celtics and the Bucks. We're doing it big here. 908 Purchase Street, New Bedford, Massachusetts, the last round. Come by and check us out. We'll be back right after this.
Potty Dress Express is your one-stop shop for a dress for any occasion. Whether it's a prom, a graduation, a special night on the town, or your wedding. Potty Dress Express has over 15,000 dresses in stock and prices to fit any budget. Potty Dress Express is located at the Tower Mill, 667 Quarry Street in Fall River, Mass. Open 7 days a week. Call Potty Dress Express at 508-677-1575. That's 508-677-1575. Do you want to feel radiant, beautiful, and confident? Do you want to feel 10 years younger? Come to Spa No. 5, the Face Box, located at 580 Wood Street in Bristol, Rhode Island. From Botox fillers to laser fillers and top-of-the-line skincare, Spa No. 5 has all you need to feel beautiful again. Go to spa-5.com or visit us at 580 Wood Street in Bristol, Rhode Island. Take advantage of all our fall specials happening now. Spa No. 5, the Face Box.
Are you ready for some football? Join the Troy City Titans on Saturday, October 12th at 7:30 p.m. at Matt Baldridge Field on the campus of Durfee High School for their final home game of the season against their arch rival, the Middleborough Cobras. You can also enter our raffle for a chance to win a 2012 Nissan Titan truck sponsored by 24autogroup.com. Raffle tickets are available for the rest of this month. The winning ticket will be drawn at this game. Raffle tickets are $25 and available by calling 774-955-7111. The Troy City Titans. Be there!
Another summer has passed, and once again your dream of having a pool in your backyard has come and gone. Right now is the time to make sure it doesn't happen again. Call Apollo Pools and Spas now and lock your date in for the pool you have always wanted, for you, your family, and friends to enjoy. Don't wait another minute. Call Matt Collins at Apollo Pools and Spas at 508-923-7381. 508-923-7381. Apollo Pools and Spas is located on Route 44, Lakeville, Mass. In today's day and age, security isn't a luxury, it's a must. That's why it's time you call Total Security Technology. Whether you're protecting your house from a break-in or package poachers, or protecting your business from vandals or thieves, Total Security Technology will help prevent the crime from happening or catch the criminal in the act with their state-of-the-art security system. Call the area's foremost security expert, Scott Bazinet, at Total Security Technology for a consult. Call Scott at 401-297-7982. That's 401-297-7982. Quality counts at Highland Fence. Highland Fence has been keeping neighbors friendly and protecting your businesses for 31 years. That's 31 years of serving Southeastern Mass and Rhode Island. Whether it's residential or commercial, Highland Fence's reputation is second to none. Remember, quality counts at Highland Fence. Call Highland Fence at 508-678-4650. 508-678-4650.
Welcome, everybody, to the classy last round 908 Purchase Street. This place has a long history of New Bedford entertainment and nighttime culture, but they've done it differently this time. And I'll tell you what, it'll be a long time before you see a sports bar looking this good again. Can't think of any other place you'd rather be to watch the games. Combine it with the food specials tonight. We got the free pizza bar with the 50-cent wings. You got the burgers, $5 burgers on Thursday. You know, Wednesday, you get the fresh seafood on the weekends. On Wednesday, what do we got going on?
Buy one pizza, get one free, and they have trivia.
And I like the pizza. The pizza's great.
Yeah, it is.
Right now, I can see 15 TVs. And I can only see maybe 60% of the place from where we're positioned. But I'll tell you what, the place looks unbelievable. Get down here, 908 Purchase Street. If you don't come tonight, we're back here on Thursday for the Celtics Bucks. We're going to share this podcast 500 times. You're going to see enough of it there. You're going to want to come down here. Right now, I'm with the owner, my man Nick Kearns, but I'm with somebody who knows a little bit about championships and a lot about this city. My man Harry Lowe, the legendary Hall of Fame coach from the Bedford softball, certainly assistant coach of football as well too.
Harry was my coach in football.
Yeah,
Harry had more great one-liners.
Mike discipline.
Nolan Ryan defense was one of his great ones. A bunch of no-hitters. A Swiss cheese defense. Another great one was my boys got hands like feet. They sing all the time. He had more one-liners than you could imagine out there.
All right, but you know something about winning the big game, right?
Yep.
What do you say to Clemson if you're the coach in the locker room, undefeated, looking to go back-to-back, and the first team to win two out of three national championships in the current format? I mean, they can really separate themselves from the Alabama. So, I mean, what do you say to them, Coach?
Well, first of all, you know, because you have experience, it doesn't mean that you're going to walk on the field and win the game.
Sure.
But right now, everybody in this country is looking at LSU. So you tell your kids, look, nobody believes we can win. So let's go out there and just do what we can do and stay with our game. And let's see if they can play with us.
Yeah. If you're LSU, what do you say to them?
LSU, you say we don't change a thing. We're going to run, and do what we've been doing.
What do you say about it being a home game for them? What do you say to the 55 guys that live an hour from the Superdome? What do you say about the culture? Is it different for them? I think it's more of a spiritual journey with football attached to it for LSU.
Oh, yeah.
They got the coach that nobody wanted, including
Right.
that school.
Right.
They got the quarterback that nobody wanted,
Yeah.
including that school.
Right.
They're all from humble beginnings.
Right.
You know?
Right, and that's what you say. You say, look, we've come from nothing. We've come from the ground up together. We're family. Families will fight to the end for each other.
Sure.
And let's go out there, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to play, 44 minutes together, or 48 minutes together today, and let's bring it back home. Let's bring it home.
What type of home field advantage you expect for LSU here? The tickets get allotted evenly, but then you have the corporate tickets. You got to think most of them are going to go to LSU and LSU alumni.
You figure about maybe 60% of that stadium is going to be LSU.
That's it?
Yeah.
I thought maybe a little more.
Yeah. Well, it's 60 to 70.
Sure.
I'll go in there like that. But again, Clemson, it doesn't matter to them because they've been here before.
Oh, it matters.
Oh,
I went
oh.
back-to-back champions. It matters.
I know, but see,
And can I tell you what? Can I tell you what happened? I broke a lot of curfews in my day. Okay? The day I won a state championship game my senior year, after going undefeated and doing, blah, 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 I was in bed by 11:30 at night. My parents thought I was sick. Everything was done.
Yeah.
I had nothing left
Yeah.
in the tank.
but see,
got
Clemson right now, the last 2 weeks, they knew everything. They knew when they were going to have media days. They knew where
sure,
they
you
were
have
going to
been there
have.
before, sure.
And it wasn't new to them.
Sure.
LSU, they're not accustomed to that, so they're hoping that they're a little, mighty high, and they're hoping their experience takes, a big game experience. Let's put it that way. Comes to the light. I'll tell you, if Clemson gets up early, it's going to be tough for LSU. I'm telling you.
I said that LSU will win the game if they can handle adversity early.
Yeah.
If they have enough energy left in the tank to do it. That's an interesting analysis. We appreciate coming in. Do you have a prediction? I know you're a church going, God-fearing man. Okay? We've been on the other end of it a few times. Can we have a non-alcoholic beverage on this game?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to give you 7 points, and I'm going to take LSU. This is a courtesy to be in your hometown.
So he's giving you your pick.
All right,
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
do the pick.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
7 points.
I'm going to tell you right now, Clemson 45-41. There you go, man.
40, so take the over.
Take the over.
Coach Slow says take the over. Come on. Here, we're sitting here with the owner right now. Nick Kearns. Gotta get it quick. Nick, what's going on, my man?
Not much. You, Mike?
It's the first of many here tonight.
I hear you.
We're expecting a good crowd. We're expecting some people to come later. People are starting to trickle in now. It's a big night. Talk about some of what you're trying to do here. Talk about some of the food.
I mean, we're trying to do your kind of, sports bar. We do a little entertainment.
This
every
is
night
not a
of the
little sports bar.
No.
This is the mother load of sports bars. Pool table to the left of me. Side bars. You got TVs everywhere. You got video games. I mean, this is.
We got 18 TVs. We got, we have background music. We got pool tables. A little bit of everything, really. I mean, we do entertainment at night. We do trivia. We do karaoke. DJs some nights. We do a little bit of everything.
Sure. But the focus is sports now.
Sports, always sports.
Right now, it's about the sports.
There's sports. It's big games. Celtics, Bruins.
Sure. And we'll be back here on Thursday.
New England teams always, obviously.
Whoever scheduled us for a back-to-back weekly promote, I want to kill. Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that some other time in some other place. Yeah, the place looks amazing. You step out of the shadows of your father. Now you're the front guy. Now you're the front guy for this place. Your dad having had so much success in this city. Does that put pressure on you?
Not really. I mean, he's still in the background. He gives me advice all the time.
When's the last time he cussed you out?
Every day. No, he's pretty easy going.
I know the feeling. Believe me, I know the feeling. Look at that guy, Ed Geron. He's looking for somebody to tackle right there. That guy eats gravel in his cereal. There's no doubt in my mind that Hollywood couldn't typecast a better coach for the LSU Tigers. So do you have a pick tonight? Who do you think is going to win? What do you think?
I like LSU.
Yeah, LSU?
Yeah, I think so.
Now tell me, what's the best deal you have here for customers come down? What's the
I
best?
think on Wednesdays, the buy one, get one free pizza is probably the best deal. And on Thursdays, the $5 burger is a premium with fries. I mean, it's a pretty good deal.
Really?
For $5.
For $5.
Yeah,
Burgers and fries?
Burger and fries for
That's
$5.
it, man. Hey, you got to check it
It's
out.
a half-pound burger, so.
Half-pound burger.
Yeah.
Right there, made right in that kitchen. I see it right there, kitchen spotless. I tell you what, the place is very, very impressive. If you want to go to a sports bar where you feel comfortable, where it is clean, where you can do a little bit of everything, watch the games, eat good food, this is the place. I'm telling you right now. 908 Purchase Street. The last rounds will be the last sports bar you will call home. Believe me when I tell you. We're going to take one more commercial break. We're going to come back. We're going to get our predictions. We're going to lay it all on the line. Then we're going to chill out, grab some good food, get into this game, and hang out with everybody in the great city of New Bedford. 908 Purchase Street. The last round. Don't you forget it.
Another summer has passed, and once again, your dream of having a pool in your backyard has come and gone. Right now is the time to make sure it doesn't happen again. Call Apollo Pools and Spas now and lock your date in for the pool you have always wanted, for you, your family, and friends to enjoy. Don't wait another minute. Call Matt Collins at Apollo Pools and Spas at 508-923-7381. 508-923-7381. Apollo Pools and Spas is located on Route 44, Lakeville, Mass. In today's day and age, security isn't a luxury, it's a must. That's why it's time you call Total Security Technology. Whether you're protecting your house from a break-in or package poachers, or protecting your business from vandals or thieves, Total Security Technology will help prevent the crime from happening or catch the criminal in the act with their state-of-the-art security system. Call the area's foremost security expert, Scott Bazinet, at Total Security Technology for a consult. Call Scott at 401-297-7982. That's 401-297-7982. Quality counts at Highland Fence. Highland Fence has been keeping neighbors friendly and protecting your businesses for 31 years. That's 31 years of serving Southeastern Mass and Rhode Island. Whether it's residential or commercial, Highland Fence's reputation is second to none. Remember, quality counts at Highland Fence. Call Highland Fence at 508-678-4650. 508-678-4650.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. James is killing me, gives me a 1-minute break down the stretch. It is approximately 7:37. Kickoff is at what time, folks?
Probably a little after 8. Yeah, it'll be a little just after 8.
We're going for another probably 10 minutes, okay? Right now is prediction time. I want, on paper, who is the, what do they have in court? The one who writes everything down?
Stenographer, right?
Stenographer.
Yeah.
The stenographer. I think Roman was coming, wasn't she?
He was supposed to be. He might be here for the game.
He might be here for the game, huh?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I want the winner, the score, the MVP, and the GOAT of the game.
The GOAT.
The GOAT.
Winner, score.
Could be pressure. No, could be pressure. Could be a player who doesn't perform well. Could be a coach that hasn't performed well. Could be a quarterback that hasn't performed well. All right, that's how we do it. That's how we're doing it. Okay. Now, who wants to start? Who wants to have the big balls? Who wants to step up to the plate? And who wants to put it on the line?
I'll put it on the line. I got no.
Why don't I put it on the line first?
Go, Mike.
Well,
Whatever you want.
okay. The score is this. What do you, you're always laughing about. Every time I turn around, you're talking about me.
I'm not talking about
Smile. Let me see.
No, you were going like, who wants to put it on the line? And you went, I'll do it first.
You know why? Because I didn't see you guys jumping into the equation. Man, I got Roger Sisco to the left of me of sports. Unbelievable.
Don't take this.
Your tenure at ESPN has went up, huh? You're all done. I'm going to lay it on the line for you right now, okay? I'm going to lay it on the line for you right now. LSU, 42-25. Okay? The game will not be close. Clemson will score a late touchdown or two. Okay? But this game is going to be about Joe Burrow, MVP, the LSU running game, okay, and their defensive game plan. I like LSU easy. The GOAT of the game will be Brent Venerable, the defensive coordinator for Clemson. So there you go. There you have it. LSU, go Cajuns, gumbo and beads and boobies for everybody on Bourbon Street, baby. Buddy?
Ready to rock and roll. You go through the questions because I didn't have a pen. So my score is 38-34.
Yeah.
I'll skip down to GOAT. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to throw a pick trying to go down and get the winning touchdown. It's going to be Christian Fulton off a tip. 38-34. Burrow as your MVP would be clear. I'm going to go with Jefferson, the wide receiver, is the MVP. A couple of touchdowns. I got LSU 38-34.
Clemson covering, LSU winning. Walshy, what do you got there, buddy?
I got LSU winning
Mike.
52-28.
Whoa, yeah.
Joe Burrow for the
How about
MVP.
them Tigers?
And I think the guy who screws it up for him is Dabo Sweeney. I think he outthinks himself. I think a couple trick plays are called. I think a couple dumb mistakes. And I think Dabo Sweeney blows it.
All right. Here we go.
LSU 33-30. Lawrence is the GOAT.
Really?
Strip sack. I'm going to call it strip sack. I think he's going to I think a little
Yeah.
pressure. And Joe Burrow, my MVP, of course. But I think it's going to be a really close game. Could come down to the team that has the ball last.
If I'm Trevor Lawrence and I look at us four jackasses, all of us who picked Joe Burrow the MVP, you know what I say to you? What more do I gotta fucking do for you guys to believe in me? That's what I say. But
The disbelief thing.
But you know what they say, Mike? It's what have you done for me lately? Nobody cares what he did last year. Everybody says they're the champion. They're not. They were the champion last year. They're fighting for a championship today.
No, they're the champion. I disagree with you. Do you think they're the champion?
They are, but they're the underdog tonight.
Yeah, but
Again,
are
I
they
think
the champion or not?
they're the defending champion.
Yeah, no, are they the champion?
Are they going to win the game?
Yeah, I think they're the champion until there is zeros left on their clock and LSU wins.
Oh, of course. So they're the defending champion going into the game. Yeah, of course.
He says this season you start over.
do
A lot
the start over.
lot of great sports minds say that.
He's more so in college than pro because of how much turnover there is
Right.
in a roster.
Exactly.
I think you're accurate with that. And with, like I said, those 5 defensive linemen going to the NFL.
Huge.
How different of a team it is. Yeah, I'm gonna buy in with what you're selling.
I say you're a champion till you get beat and counted out. As long as you got a life left, you're a champion. Okay? And they won't be a champion when the game's over, but they'll be a champion until it's double zeros on the clock. And then it's somebody else's run.
Clemson as a university is a champion. But
Yeah.
Ryan, that's a good point, Ryan. Yeah, a little turnover, different players.
So he says start over again. Every year is an entity upon itself.
More so in college than the pro.
Brian Damaris, my man, another part of the Podcast City team, 45-35 LSU MVP Juro. Go, Travis Etienne.
Yep.
Ooh.
The Louisiana kid fumble.
All right. We got his 2 beautiful kids. You want to come up here, guys, and say what's up? Come on, Bree, get up here. Hey, guys, hold on. Don't take off yet. We're going to sign off. What's up, Bree? Get over here, Bree. Get over here.
What's up?
Who you root for? Baby? Who you root for, Bree? Who you root for? What?
I don't know.
Well, you gotta pick a team.
LSU or Clemson?
LSU.
There you go. I like that.
Tigers.
Like today.
I'll tell you what.
Clemson.
If you ask who she's root for on Monday Night Raw, she know. Who you root for on Monday Night Raw tonight?
Becky Liz! What's up?
Get over here, Anthony. Get over here. Come on.
I'm the man.
Who you root for, Ian? Who's gonna win? Clemson or LSU?
What?
Who's gonna win the football game? Clemson or LSU?
LSU.
Good choice,
Nice.
my man. Good
Who's
choice.
gonna win on Monday Night Raw tonight? Because that's what you're really worried about, right?
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is going to win on Monday night.
No. Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens. All right. We got the old man in the house. Come on, Desmond. Tell me why you gave me that information on that paper. Who you thinking? Who you liking?
I like LSU. I like the over. I think it's going to be high scoring. I think both defenses are going to be put to the test tonight. I mean, LSU plays high scoring games almost routinely.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. My money, where's my mouth is yours. I want to thank the staff here at 908, the last round. We're going to be here till watching the game, okay, till at least halftime. We're going to be back here on Thursday night. We're going to be here more and more frequently. Trust me when I tell you. Get down, check the place out. We're going to say hi to your boy, too, right?
Oh, my boy Bunchy O'Day is out there right now.
Bunchy O'Day,
I know
where
he's
are
watching
you?
the game. He should have come
Bunchy,
down.
Bunchy O'Day, get down here and check it out, man. You gotta check it out. Hey, listen, I want to thank John. I want to thank Buddy. I want to thank you, Ryan. I want to thank you, Brian. My main man over here, James Capper,
huge
is
tonight.
the stud,
Yeah.
as usual.
Team's here.
Yeah, most of the team is. And believe me, it takes a team. I am the Hurricane. We'll see you Thursday night here. Don't forget, Irish Mickey Ward in studio on Friday, 1 o'clock. We got the Bagpipers bringing them in down Bedford Street. Peace. Go LSU.